Louisiana Keto Rock Stars. Welcome. This is your host, your funny favorite food addict, Amy Davis. Crazy Keto Amy Davis. Thank you for joining us for tonight's Sunday Night Live. I'm going to start with my disclaimer, get that over with. As always, I'm not a medical professional. Any information provided in this form is not to be used as medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or services to you or any other person. Any information provided does not be replaced being seen by a physician. If you have a medical condition, please seek medical advice from a physician. Please consult with a physician before changing your diet. Also, the recipes in this live, Janine Fretz is in the house. Hey, Janine. Recipes in this live are not always my own. I'm merely showing all of you, we have 4 people. Merely showing all of you how to live this lifestyle by demonstrating the leading expert in the field's recipes. I will always credit who is posting the recipe, who the author is of the recipe. And if I authored the recipe, I will let you know. Hi, Debbie Stutzman. Also, feel free to post in the comments what city and state you are in. Not everybody is local. Some people have moved away. And some people are family and friends of the Michiana area. So if you feel comfortable, post what city and state you are watching from. And if you're watching it live, type live. And if you're watching it via the replay, type replay. That way I can answer your questions later. Can everybody hear me? Say hello. Let's swipe left here to make sure I can see your comments. So on. Ice cream. Yeah, we're doing ice cream. Hey, sis. Okay, so we're doing ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Hey, cuz. Hey, Mary. Okay, everybody hears me. Okay, Mary. You're not getting any sound. I think everyone else can hear me, Mary, so it might be on your end. So you may want to check your audio. Okay. So tonight we're doing ice cream, and I'm doing 2 different types of ice cream. Full disclosure, one of the ice creams I've made before, and one of them I haven't. So it could go good, and it could go bad, but we're in this together. And it's kind of like ice cream roulette, so we'll have some fun with that. I do have an ice cream machine. How many of you have an ice cream machine? Raise your hand. No, don't raise your hand. Post in the comments if you have an ice cream machine, because I can't see you if you're raising your hand. Post in the comments if you have an ice cream machine. You have sound. Oh, good. Okay. Mary, what we're doing is we're making ice cream tonight. And I'm going to demo 2 different ice cream recipes. Janine, raise your hand. That's cute, Janine. I love how you raise your hand. Post in the comments if you have an ice cream machine. One of the recipes, I'll show you how to use an ice cream machine. And actually, mine is a churn ice cream machine. They have something new out. I think it's a Ninja. They're kind of expensive, I think. It's like a little Ninja. Janine, do you know what it is? It's a Ninja ice cream thingy. It's different than the one you and I have. I think you have one similar to mine with a little churner thing in it. But these are like little ice cream blender thingies. I don't know. They're new. They're expensive. I'm not getting one because I have... And they don't require the little freezy thing that I'm going to show you here in a little bit. Which is probably why they're so expensive. But they're like little Ninja ice cream blender things. I do not have one. I'm probably not getting one because I have too many gadgets as it is. So anyway, the other ice cream recipe is a no churn. So if you don't want to spend money on an ice cream machine, this is the one I've never done before, so we're going to find out together if it works. The problem is you got to stick it in the freezer to freeze it for a little bit, so we're not going to find out really tonight like the other one with the ice cream machine. But we're going to start on this one because we got to let it cool a little bit. So I'm going to start on the no churn. I'm going to run it out to the freezer and cool it down a little bit. And then we're going to start on the churn. So let me pull up the no churn recipe on my little iPad machine. This is called no turn chocolate ice cream recipe. Who likes chocolate? I like chocolate. Post in the comments. And oddly enough, it's from the Swerve website, but I'm not using Swerve. I'm using just some allulose brand I got on, this is an allulose brand powdered sugar I got on Amazon because Swerve changed their recipe and I don't like it anymore. And I just got this generic allulose brand and I've been using it. It's a powdered sugar. So we're going to get started. So the first thing we have to do is we have to be at the stove top. Hopefully everybody can still hear me, yet my audio is still going. We have to be at the stove top and in a medium saucepan. And actually I have a tiny one, so hopefully this works. Because I got to put this in the freezer to cool it down a little bit to kind of speed up the process since we're in a live. But in a tiny saucepan I'm using, we're going to combine half a cup of whipping cream. So let me get my little measuring cup here. And I have my favorite whipping cream that I get from Costco here. And I'm going to get a half a cup. And I usually go just a little bit over, just a tiny bit over that because it never always all comes out of here. And then we're going to do, it says almond milk. So we need a half a cup of almond milk. And then the brand I get is also Kirkland. Hi Angie. Angie's here. And Debbie is here from her childhood home in Springfield. And Debbie's my cousin. So we're going to do, I get my almond milk from Costco. We're going to do a half a cup of this. And again, I'm doing this one first because you have to heat this up and then cool it down. So normally you would not be rushing to do this like I'm doing. And we're making ice cream tonight, everybody. Who doesn't love ice cream? And the summer months are coming up. And then it says, so we're going to start heating this up. It says over medium heat. Okay, so we have this going. It says bring to a simmer. Okay, the other thing I did, let me get this out. I have Lily's sugar-free baking chips. I got those, I think, at Meijer's, and I don't know what grocery stores you guys have in Ohio and Nevada. We have Meijer's here. And so I took these and put them in a mini chopper and ground them up really small. Okay, so it says chop up the chocolate, and I already had Lily's. I don't know what you would use. These are sugar free, and I use Lily's. Janine, what kind of chocolate do you use? Do you use Lily's? So we're heating this up to a simmer, and then it says add chopped chocolate. Let sit 4 minutes to melt, and then whisk until smooth. And then we're going to add 1/3 cup confectioner sugar, and that's that allulose. And I have found, and actually someone posed this question earlier in the group about what sweeteners you use, and I have found that as long as you are substituting like a powdered sugar for a powdered sugar, a granular sugar for a granular sugar, I have swapped those out and not had a problem. The only time you want to stick to something specific is if you're making Maria Emmerich's bread. You need to use allulose, that way it browns. The other thing we're going to talk about is when we make this other ice cream. I don't know about this ice cream, but I'm assuming because we're making like a whipped, what is that, whipped cream or something like that, that maybe it won't freeze all the way. But because we're using the machine, I always use this liquid allulose. Hi, Dad's in the house. Dad, I thought you were scanning photos tonight, but welcome. The reason why I always use this liquid allulose, the first couple times I made ice cream in the ice cream machine, and then froze it. It froze solid like an ice cube, and you couldn't scoop it. This liquid allulose it prevents the ice cream from freezing all the way, and it allows it, whether you eat it the next day or you eat it in a week. I guess. Oh, this is simmering. Okay, it's simmering. It allows it to be scoopable. Okay, so it says remove from heat. So we're going to remove it from the heat. We'll just push it back here so you all can see it. And it says, you know, put the chocolate in here. So I'm going to put the chocolate that I've ground up. And we're going to mix this in and let it melt. And I think probably grinding this up helps it melt a little better. And this is let it sit for a few minutes. Okay. So it says let it sit for, it says 4 minutes to melt, but I mean, see? I wonder if that's enough chocolate. It doesn't look very chocolatey. But okay. I mean, I measured out exactly 3 ounces of chocolate. Ooh, is that unsweetened too? I don't know if that's unsweetened. Whoops, it's sweetened. Ha! Oh well. So I use sweetened chocolate, not unsweetened. So my ice cream's probably gonna be really sweet. Oh well. I didn't even think of that. That's okay. Alright, so it's melting in there. So first, oopsie, I used sweetened chocolate and it says use unsweetened chocolate, so I guess I should have probably got some unsweetened chocolate, but that's okay. I bet you I could have used, I have some cocoa powder in there. I probably could use that too. What do you think, Janine? I probably could use some cocoa powder. That's unsweetened, but oh well, it probably won't hurt anything. We'll find out when we taste it. Alright, so yeah, that's melting for sure. Okay, so then we're going to add in the 1/3 confectioner's, and this is confectioner sugar. Kevin's in the house. Hey Kevin, what's happening? Okay, so we're going to add in 1/3 confectioner sugar. And then it says to whisk this in here. Okay, so we're whisking this all together. Alright, and this is going to help us make our chocolate ice cream. Oh yeah, it definitely looks chocolatey. I don't know if you can see that, but it does look chocolatey. I think this is going to be okay. The only thing I realized is I use sweetened chocolate instead of unsweetened. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not, but we'll find out. It definitely smells good. Alright, so we whisk this. Now, I'm going to disappear with this for just a minute. Oh, Mom's in the house also. Woohoo! My mom is watching, so I better not screw this up. Because she's my biggest critic. Okay, so I have this heavy whipping cream, almond milk. Oh, you can't see it in chocolate. But I got to take this out in the garage and put it in the freezer for a little bit to cool it down. My other sister's in the house too, Angela Marie. Angela, welcome. We're making some ice cream. So I'm going to disappear. If anyone else appears, just everybody talks amongst yourself. So I don't want them to think nothing's happening. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to go stick this in the freezer outside so it cools down while we move on to the second ice cream. I'll be right back. Make sure you message in there to anybody else who shows up that I'll be right back. All right. I'm still here. I'm just going outside for a second. I will have to go out in the garage one more time to get the other part. Hey, no talking about me while I'm gone, Debbie. I see that. Okay, so we're coming over here now. We're gonna start on our second ice cream. While that is working, let me go get some of my other tools. Let me bring this sugar back here. We're gonna move over to this counter. I need my iPad over here. Now, while that is cooling, we're gonna start on our second ice cream. Now, I wanted to get, you can use pretty much whatever berries you want. I normally get like a berry blend from Sam's, but they didn't have it. Yeah, I'm back, so you gotta stop talking about them. I normally get like a strawberry, blackberry, blueberry blend. They didn't have it. The recipe actually just calls for strawberries. So it is really just a strawberry ice cream. And so I just got the strawberries, which actually strawberry is my favorite. But I found that you could get the berry blend, frozen berries from Sam's Club. Now they do have the berry blend at Costco, so if you want to make that, you could substitute that out. And I am making a double recipe here. So let me bring, I think I need all this over here. Let me bring all this stuff back. And I'm not sure what else I need, so we'll just get that as we need it. So let me go to, and I will post these recipes when I'm done, so don't feel like you gotta write all this down. But we're gonna do the strawberry, it's called strawberries and cream ice cream. Now, this calls for 1 cup of strawberries, but I'm doing a double recipe because I think that will fit into my ice cream maker. And we're gonna use our blender here. And I have my blender. Does anybody have a favorite blender that they like? I had one and I accidentally melted a major piece of it, either in the oven or I think it melted in my dishwasher. So I went and got this Instant Pot one, which makes soups, but I never use that. So this is what I have now to replace that, but it's kind of a pain because you can't immerse it in water. You have a Ninja, Kevin? I had a Ninja and I melted part of it in the dishwasher and I missed it. And now I have this and it's okay. I mean, I like the Ninja better. So normally you would use 1 cup, and these are frozen strawberries. You can use frozen or fresh. I got the frozen ones because I got a big bag of them. Yeah, I know. I get a big bag of them at like Costco or Sam's, so I'm just gonna pour these in there. And again, frozen or fresh works. And then I need normally you would use a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, but I'm doubling it. So I'm gonna use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. We're gonna pour this in here. Okay. And then normally you would use 1/2 cup of almond milk, and that's over here, so I'm gonna grab this. So I'm gonna use 1 cup, and this is so easy to do. So I'm gonna pour 1 cup of my favorite almond milk in here. Now there's other more complicated ice creams that you can make. I have one that requires tempering an egg. Dennis likes the pecan. His favorite is pecan. You gotta roast some pecans and then temper an egg and do all this fancy stuff. But I thought I would just demonstrate some easy ice creams first. That way you can see how easy it is. Now, we're going to use this. This is what I recommend getting. What did I do with it? This allulose that I was talking about. This is what makes your ice cream so that it doesn't freeze all the way. So no matter when you eat it, you can still scoop it. I highly recommend, and this is Wholesome Yum Liquid Allulose. And I know, Angela, you can't have this, but this is what, or you said it because it's a corn product or something like that. But this is what causes it to not freeze all the way. It is keto. It doesn't affect blood sugar. There's no carbs in it. And this recipe is a Maria Emmerich recipe, and she recommends this product. So on her website, so she recommends it. I'm good with it. And I have used this, and I don't get any inflammation in my body after eating this, so I'm good with it. Although I probably should have opened this package before I started this live, because now I can't get it open in front of you all. Which is embarrassing. Okay, here we go. Now, I always use this because using this sugar, this liquid allulose for my ice cream prevents it from freezing all the way. So it's important to use this. I'm not doing it in the other ice cream because we're making like a whipped ice cream. So I don't know that we need it for that. And then for this, we're going to use, I think it was 1/3 cup allulose, so 2/3 cup. All right, so up to there. It uses a lot. We're going to pour that in there. All right, so it does use a lot of this. I think it was $8 for that bottle. And then it says a few drops of monk fruit extract, and I get that on Amazon too. If I can get that open. All right. So just a few drops. I'll do 6. Now this is really sweet. This is in this liquid monk fruit drops is really sweet. All right, so then it says 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt, so we'll do 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt because I'm doubling this recipe. All right. And then, I think, oh, there's still some in here. Put the rest of that in. Alrighty, let me get these out of the way. And then we just blend it on up. So let's put our lid on here. Oh. There we go. And then start. And it will wait. While that's blending, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get the piece to the ice cream maker. Basically, you have to keep it, the ice cream maker that I have, you have to keep this in the freezer, or before you use it, you have to freeze it probably overnight. That's one of the drawbacks. I know the new, I think Ninja, Freezy, whatever thing, they're ice cream makers, and I'm not going to run out and get one because I think they're like over $200. I'm not going to go get one. Sorry, but I'm not. So somebody wants to and make a post about it, they can. But I thought I had an extra one of these too. You keep this in the freezer when you want to use it. You just get this. It goes in here like this. And then you make your ice cream stuff. And then you just pour it in here. I think this will fit, maybe. So you pour this in here, like this. actually. I'm just going to set it over here to get it out of the way. And then this sits down in here, and I bought this, I think, at Kohl's on clearance. And then you just turn this on. All the way up. And it churns it, and it freezes it. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you that I bought, I bought these on Amazon. These are my little fake ice cream containers. So when this is done, and it really, this doesn't take long. There's probably too much in there. But oh well, it might start coming off the top, but that's okay. So this is freezing it as it goes. And then I'll scoop it out of there, and I'm going to put it in these little containers I got on Amazon. And then I just stick it out in the freezer. Okay, so I'm going to get this out of the way. Now, while that is working, we're going to get the other part of the chocolate ice cream. So, everybody following me so far? Pretty easy to make. Now, I got this, I think, I don't remember how much I paid for mine. I think I used Kohl's, Scouts or Kohl's. But, yeah, the only drawback is you either got to keep that tub in the freezer or you got to put it in the freezer like overnight the day before you want to use it. But I have 2 full-size freezers and then a deep freezer in the garage. So I just keep it in there. Okay. Back to the chocolate ice cream. And again, I've never made this, so we're doing this together here. And this one is no churn. So, can everybody hear me okay with that noise right there? Is that okay? We are going to take, I think this is a 1.5 cups of additional whipping cream. We're going to pour it into this big mixing bowl here. Right? This seems pretty easy. We'll find out here. So we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to take another 1/4 cup of this confectioner sugar that I bought. And again, it's not Swerve brand. It's just a allulose blend that I got on Amazon for a deal. We're going to put that in there. And I did not double this recipe because I did not know how much it was going to make. And then we're also going to take a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So, got a teaspoon of vanilla here. And we're going to put that in there. So while this is all going, and then I'm going to plug in my hand mixer. While that's going, and we're going to mix this up and whip it. We're just whipping this, like whipped topping. ever made like homemade Cool Whip, that's really all it is just some sugar and add the vanilla. Oh my gosh, it's the bomb. It's really all it is, and put it on your favorite desserts. So good. Okay, so let me check this real quick. This is getting pretty solid. I mean, really, you don't have to, like, it's not going to get frozen. So, let me taste this. Let me see the consistency of it. It's still a little bit runny. Oh, but it tastes amazing. The strawberry is awesome. Okay. I don't know how cool that is out in the freezer. So we're gonna let this go. We'll let that go a little bit longer. I did put it in the freezer to cool it down faster. And then we're gonna mix that, we're gonna just fold that chocolate into this. And then this goes into the freezer for 6 hours. Like I said, you guys won't get to see it when it's done, but just showing you how to make it and put it together. All right. Y'all with me? Get this stuff out of the way. While we're waiting here. All right. So what did everybody have for dinner tonight? Anything good? See if we can screw this closer. I don't know if everybody can see this or not. You need some now. And honestly, I really do like this ice cream maker. Let's see what the consistency is now. It's kind of like soft serve, and that's okay because like lasagna, yummy. Egg whites and spinach omelet, yummy. That's good. Okay, so it's kind of soft servy, which is okay. See that? And honestly, I like to get a little like spatula and scrape that off. Ribeye salad. Yummy. Okay, so what's the best thing? I don't know. I don't remember how I did this. Alright, I'm just gonna go with this. It's kind of like a soft serve when it comes out of here. I probably would let it run a little bit longer, but it's okay because it's going to continue to freeze in the freezer. So it's all good. But it will get harder when you put it in the freezer. Pork chops and cauliflower with cheese. Oh, Abby's home. Awesome. Abby's my niece. Okay, so then you take this out of here, and we're going to just scoop it into here, and it's going to continue to freeze. It's probably best if you work quickly with this. Yeah, this is the bomb. So, but it never lasts very long. That's a sad part. And these ice cream makers aren't very big. So, I feel like once you get started with this, you're always making, oh, she's already leaving. The stuff closest to the ice cream maker is the most frozen. Oh man, strawberry is my favorite. I think I can make strawberry every day. But Dennis likes all this fancy stuff that's complicated, like pecan. As you can see, it doesn't make very much. It makes like 1 pint, and he'll eat that whole thing in one sitting, and I'm like, alright, so you really want to try to scrape as much as you can out of here. So Sorry, I'm doing all this in front of you because you really got to get it while you're doing it. So bear with me here. I'm probably going to be eating some of this when I'm not fasting today, so I'm probably going to be eating some of this when I get off this live. And again, I would probably tumble this a little bit longer. It would solidify a little more, but it's going to freeze up in the freezer, so it's fine. And then you wash this out, stick it back in the freezer for the next batch. Okay, so I'm gonna run these out to the freezer and then see how that chocolate's doing. I'll be right back. Sticking it in the freezer completely cooled it, so that was a good idea. So back with the chocolate. So that worked. Now this says, this should be interesting. It says, carefully fold. I feel like, well, we'll see. I feel like, I don't know if there's an easy way to carefully fold this, but we're just going to do it. So, oh, did Debbie leave? Oh, her battery's dying. Okay. So I guess slowly is the only way to go. Carefully fold the chocolate in. Slowly. I said I've never done this. We'll see. Carefully fold the chocolate in slowly. See how this works. Now, I did not add the allulose sugar into this. The recipe didn't call for it. And it says freeze for at least 6 hours. So hopefully, because this is more of a whipped topping ice cream, that it does not require you to it's like getting soupy. I don't know about this. Just carefully fold this in. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't freeze solid, is what I'm trying to say. So I'll probably have to make a post tomorrow. I'll let y'all know how it went. Because this is more of like a whipped topping frozen dessert, it sounds like. But it's no churn. You don't need the ice cream maker to make this. Has anybody ever made a no churn ice cream before? Anyone? There's also like a bunch of chocolate on the bottom of this pan. So I'm wondering if I can scrape that into there. And I can. So that's good. Yummy. We want no chocolate left behind. No chocolate left behind. Also, I did use sweetened chocolate. I said no sweetened chocolate, so I can't see that ruining the ice cream. We'll see though. I'll still eat it. Okay. No chocolate left behind. Alright, get rid of that. We'll continue folding this in. I'm out of my little ice cream containers. Just carefully fold this in. I kind of want to blend it with a blender, but it says fold, not mix, so I guess not. Okay, then what I'm going to do, I have a glass bowl. Actually, that made more than I thought it was. Okay, Janine says I'm stirring too much, probably. Poured it all in and then folded. That's probably smart. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I think that's more than what I have here. I wonder if I have a lid for this glass container. Let me see real quick, because I think that's more than my little glass container. I thought I do have a lid for this. So what I'm going to do, oh, maybe this is for my small one. It is. Well, shucks. Well, I may have to put it in 2 containers, because I don't think I have a lid for that big one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put it in here, and then put it in, so, let's see how much we can get in here. Looks there's still more chocolate not mixed up. Well, maybe it will all fit in here. Where's my spatula? Oh, that one's got strawberry on it. Let's see how much we can get with this. I think it will all fit in here. So I'll have to report back to all of you when this freezes tomorrow how it is, because I've never made this. Looks delicious. Probably going to take a bite off of the spoon though and tell you what it at least tastes like in liquid form, because it would be wrong of me not to. Right? I mean, it kind of does look good. And I'm just going to freeze it in this glass bowl, because I have a lid for it. I mean, what do you think? Would you make this? Okay, so let's taste this. I did not make a mistake putting the sweetened chocolate in there. I needed a second opinion, sorry. I need a third opinion. And a fourth. Off screen, sorry. Yeah. I did not make a mistake putting the sweetened chocolate in there. I need an opinion on this too. Oh, that strawberry's good. Okay. Let me run this out to the freezer. Yeah, strawberry and chocolate do go together. I just confirmed that. Okay, so I have this in a little, I don't have any more of those ice cream containers, so I had to put this in a glass bowl. Let me run this out, and we'll talk for a minute. Be right back. Okay, so I've just made 2 ice creams in almost 45 minutes in front of all of you. And There's still a couple bites in there. I have to take care of that in a minute. Okay, I just made 2 ice creams in about 45 minutes. I'll be glad to give one. So, I know a lot of times people say, and I'm sorry, but sugary sweets are not a requirement for this diet either. Or, I don't want to call it a diet, I want to call it a lifestyle. But a lot of times people complain they don't have time for this lifestyle. Sometimes, I am probably one of the busiest people I know. I'm gone every night of the week. And I come home. Jenny needs an opinion. I wish you were here, I'd give you one. An opinion is a taste, by the way. Sometimes I come home at 9 or 10 o'clock at night and I'm exhausted and I'm like, the stuff is memorized now and I'm like, 20 minutes. Let me meal prep for 20 minutes. It's like brushing my teeth. Let me just throw some salads together. Let me just, thaw some meat out. Get some meat out to thaw. Let me just do a little bit of meal prep, before I go to bed. That way tomorrow when I know I'm going to be hangry. Today I was so hangry. After I got home from church, I was like, man, scrambled some eggs, already had some ribs in there, and I was good to go. Do a little meal prep every day, less than an hour. I mean, and if you don't cook, you don't have to make this complicated. Just chicken, meat and a vegetable, salad, meal prep salads. And then once you get in a groove with the recipes that you like, memorize those recipes. You can do it when you're tired. You can do it when you're asleep. Unfortunately, the restaurants, yeah, you got to be able to know how to order when you go out. But a lot of times, even when you're eating good, when you go out, the restaurants just have bad ingredients. But so you can't eat out all the time. You got to learn to throw meals together at home. But ice cream is a good summer treat. I don't make it all the time. I'm not big on sweet treats, especially if you're in the losing weight mode. Probably don't want to be doing a lot of sweet treats, but we do like our ice cream. And ice cream is one of my favorite. Again, I don't eat it all the time, but and the ones in the store, like the what are the brands? Halo Top, and what's the other one? What's the other one, Janine? There's another one we like. Yeah, Dennis will be happy. There's another one. I can see the label. Did you know that the whole container has like 60 grams of carbs? And I try to stay under 20 total a day. And if you ate Rebel, if you ate just a third of that container, I would already be over my limit for the day. So if you're trying to stay at 20 total carbs or less, you eat the whole, and I can eat a whole pint. I can eat a whole pint. I'm 3 times over my daily limit of carbs. And I was doing that for a while, and you want to know why I gained 30 pounds back? Because I was eating a whole container of Rebel 3 times a week. Because it's not hard to do. A pint is a tiny little container. Tell me who can't eat a little tiny container of ice cream? It's so good. And then like a third of that is like 3 bites. I'd rather eat Play-Doh. You're lying, Kevin. Tell me that you don't like ice cream. Tell me you'd rather eat Play-Doh than ice cream. Come on now. I think you're telling a little fib there. Come on. Ice cream and cheesecake are my 2 favorite things. I can eat a whole container. As a matter of fact, full disclosure, last week, and I haven't done this in a long time, twice, I ate 2 containers of ice cream. And I usually don't do that. If I do eat the ice cream, I do eat like a third of it. Because even that is like a lot. I didn't gain any weight though, so that's good. But You don't like the Halo? There's one like chocolate cake one that I really like. Halo's not ice cream. Make your own. It's really good. And it's better for you. Eek. He says eek. Yeah, so I've been wanting to do the ice cream thing for a while. And there's other recipes out there. There's other no-churn recipes. You don't have to. Chocolate peanut butter rebel. Yep, I buy that for Dennis. There's a chocolate cake one that I like that's got little chunks of, I don't know if it's like a candy type thing in there. Chocolate cake batter. Chocolate cake batter I think is my new favorite. Not Rebel, it's Halo. And then triple chocolate Rebel is my favorite. Which is weird because you would think the strawberry would be my favorite, but homemade strawberry is my favorite. But I don't know. So, what do you think? Will you guys make ice cream? Will you not make ice cream? Is it too much work? The berry one is the easiest to make, the triple berry or the strawberry, because you just dump the berries in a blender. When you get into some of the chocolates and stuff and you have to temper eggs and do that kind of stuff, it gets to be... No, I've not seen the cottage cheese ice cream recipe. You should send that. I'd be interested in seeing. Does it require an ice cream maker or is it no churn? Interesting. That's interesting. No churn. That would be a good one. You should post it in the group. Yeah. I did this chocolate one because I thought, well, not everybody has an ice cream maker. So, you know, people need options. And this chocolate one was actually pretty easy to make. I did grind up that chocolate ahead of time. So that was the only thing I did ahead of time. And I think I have a strawberry no churn too. Let me see. Yeah, I do. I will post a no churn strawberry one. That one calls for sour cream. I didn't make that one, but I will post that one too. Awesome. Have an idea for another live. Janine, I think I'm gonna make the what's the pancake that I make? The Dutch baby pancake next time. That's really good. I did that already, didn't I? Can't do that one. I think I already did the Dutch baby. Shoot. I think I did the Dutch baby. Now I gotta come up with something else. Uh-oh. I'm starting to... My ideas are starting to go back to ones I already did. I did the Dutch baby. Dang it. Now I gotta come up with something new. Shoot. Running out of ideas. Any questions before we go? We got 5 minutes. I will post the results of the chocolate ice cream tomorrow and let you guys know if it's a winner, if it's a loser. Oh, I didn't think I did the Dutch baby. Oh, I gotta come up with something else. We'll see. It'll work out. And I'll probably be doing less lives in the summer because I want to be at the pool on Sundays instead of prepping for this. But we'll see. We'll do several. I mean, the weather's not always going to be nice out, so it's Indiana. It's not always going to be a nice day. All right. Oh, Kevin says I bought the Hughes barbecue sauce, regular and hickory. I like G. Hughes. I don't think it's totally clean. What I really like, and let me show you which one I really like. My favorite is this one. Oh, I think we just opened it. Let me get it out of the fridge. My favorite is this one. My favorite is sweet and spicy, which I think you can only get this one at, well, I get it at Meijer. I don't know if you can only get it at Meijer. There is some sucralose in here, caramel color, but good, better, cornstarch. But good, better, best. I mean, I don't eat this every day. So, I mean, it's not the best. There's only 2 carbohydrates in it. But, you know, good, better, best. I don't eat barbecue sauce every day. So, I may have it once every couple months, if that. So, I mean, I don't think you'll regret it. I like it. You could make your own barbecue sauce, but like I said, if you eat a lot of barbecue sauce, maybe. I don't eat a lot of barbecue sauce or ketchup, so if you get the G. Hughes ketchup, yeah. It's minute. I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. So, you know, good, better, best. You know, pick your battles. You know, I also try to make my own salad dressings, but I don't have time all the time, so every once in a while I'm going to have some ranch dressing that's got corn syrup in it too. So, good, better, best. Pick your battles, you know. We do the best that we can with our time. I literally meal prep almost everything. You can't do everything, but you got to do the best you can. I like it. I do this, and I also do the ketchup. So, I don't know if anybody's got anything better, but I'm really picky about my mayonnaise, though. So, probably because I eat more mayonnaise than anything, and I make stuff more with mayonnaise. So, when I use mayonnaise, it's a lot of mayonnaise, like a cup of mayonnaise. So I'm pickier about that because I make salads and stuff. These are great questions. Yeah. So I'll post the 2 recipes I did, and I'll also post this no-churn strawberry in case anybody wants to make that. And you can use either the strawberries or the mixed berries. We've done that before. It's good. Yeah, and I love this sweet and spicy. I had that on my ribs earlier. Mustard and hot sauce, over and over, yep. Which hot sauce do you use? I noticed when I was at my parents' house earlier that the Frank's had corn syrup in it too. Yeah, Frank's has corn syrup in it. But I mean, again, it's probably minute. We have Frank's. I really like this Buffalo Kitchen. This oh, guess what? Guess what, Janine? This has potato starch in it. Even Primal Kitchen isn't totally clean. So, haha, you would think that this would be clean, but it's not either. That's bunk. Primal Kitchen has potato starch in it. That's BS. So, even the ones that are supposed to be clean are not. Yeah. Huh. Primal Kitchen has potato starch in it. I never would have checked that because I would assume that Primal Kitchen is totally clean. You can't trust anything anymore. And Kevin, I go a little bit more by like, okay, if I eat this, how do I feel the next day? Berman's from Aldi. Maybe you're right. Let me check my bottle here. Hold on. I have Frank's, and it says, oh my gosh, I swear I just got updated glasses and I still can't. Okay, you're right. You're right. This is clean. So whatever bottle my parents had, oh my gosh. They just up my bifocals and I still can't see. Yeah, I think that's what I have, Janine. Yeah, this doesn't have anything. So what my parents had was probably the buffalo sauce. You're probably right. The Chosen avocado meal. I think that's what I have, Janine. Hold on. Let me look. I'm over here. I am just looking for my meal I just bought. Is that what this is? I just got this from, woohoo! I just got this from, what's the place? Costco. Yeah. And this avocado oil, filtered water, egg yolks, whole eggs, and I really like the taste of this. I got on that kick of trying to make my own. But then I saw this at Costco and I'm like, I gotta use this by November though. But you know, it's summertime, I'm gonna be making coleslaw, I'm gonna be making the loaded broccoli salad. Maybe that's what I should make for the live. I haven't done salad yet, have I? I love the loaded broccoli salad. I can eat that all week. Oh, that's so good. Loaded broccoli salad. So yummy. I'm hungry for that. I'm hungry right now. I want to eat something, but all I have is that ice cream that's freezing. I might need a snack. Feeling snackish, but I have no snackies. What's that meme? When you go to the store but you don't buy any snacks and then you're feeling snackish? Yeah. Alright, folks. Alright, so I'm going to post all the recipes. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hard-boiled egg. Then I got to clean up this mess and get a couple more licks off the spoons before I wash them. Snacks in it. Snacks in it. I'm going to have a snacks in it. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, what do we always say? Like when I'm spreading cream cheese on something, I'm like, oh, the cream cheese accidentally fell into my mouth. I had a snacks in it. I love it. All right, folks. I'm going to clean up my kitchen because I made a terrible mess. It's looking a little disastrous in here. Thank you all for joining me. I will post the recipes here in a minute. And Kevin, please post that cottage cheese recipe. I'd be curious to see that. So you all have a good week. And we'll see you maybe next week. I don't know if I'm doing one yet. I got to find something. So, all right. Peace out. You guys are awesome. Take care. Bye.